Hello, my name is Cousin. Nice to meet you. This is part of my 365-day daily challenge, speaking English for 30 minutes straight using, yes. Today is day 294. Sorry, I skipped this for 2 days. On for the weekends. Yeah, today is 294. Day 294. Yes, okay, so please go back or close this browser if you don't want to listen to a disgusting and obscene story. I I'm gonna talk about pooping my pants. I'm gonna talking about the story about pooping my pants. Where am I? Oh yeah. So okay. The story about pooping my pants. 2 days ago, I met a girl I got to know on a dating app. I met a girl whom I got to know on a dating app. I had already met her three times, and this was the fourth time. I don't know the connection between drinking alcohol. Yeah. Wait a minute. So I met a girl I got to know on a dating app, and I had already met her three times, and this was the fourth time. And I had quit for almost I had quit drinking. I had quit drinking for a long time, like maybe about a year. But I even drank alcohol because I thought she was trustworthy and she was fun. And I thought I could trust her. Still, she was not the problem. Yeah, anyway, yeah, that's why I had some drinks, but maybe I don't know, but there was the connection. There was the connection between, I don't know um, whether there is the connection between drinking alcohol and getting a stomach ache. But I suddenly got a stomach ache when I were walking to the station to go home with her. We were walking. And I thought I couldn't hold it. I didn't think I could hold it, so I decided to disappear from her. I decided to disappear from her sight. like a ninja, because I have a ninja blood, you know. And I left her secretly without her noticing. I left her secretly without her noticing. You guys cannot do that because you guys are not Japanese. You guys don't have ninja blood. Anyway, yeah, I just disappeared from her sight secretly, and because I didn't think I could hold it. So, yeah, long story short, I pooped my pants. It's not just a little bit. It's like, you know, like the size was, the amount was the size was like you needed to take a shower. Like you cannot deal with it only in the public bathroom. You need to, because too much. Maybe you cannot. You should, change your clothes that much, So, and I didn't want her to see my miserable self, and I didn't. Of course, if maybe she was really kind, maybe she would feel sorry for me, but I didn't want her to take care of my poop. So, and yeah, I didn't want her to have to take care of a pooping ninja. I'm pooping ninja. So, and fortunately my home was close to where I was, but still it would take 30 minutes. So at first I was able to go back home by walk, but on the second thought, I didn't think I could hold it for about 30 minutes. So I started to look up where is the nearest station point of loop, which is a scooter. Scooter. Loop. Is this common in other countries? So some slightly liquid was touching my ass. Yes, yeah. When I pooped my pants and I already felt slightly liquid and it was touching my ass. That much. and it felt so gross. I actually thought about other ways to get home. So once I thought like there was a possibility to take a taxi or get on the train, but on the second thought, maybe taxi. The driver wouldn't be able to resist the smell and people on the train as well. So I just refrained to use train and taxi. So neither of them was feasible because of the smell. People around me would probably realize that I had poop in my pants. And so I had no choice but to walk or find another way. Then I came up with the genius idea loop. It's a loop. It was Harajuku, so there was lots of places to rent our loop. Loop is rental scooters service. But the spots near me were already empty because other guys had taken all the scooters. Oh, sorry. So the nearest available point was a little far from me, like it was about 15 minutes or 10 minutes from where I was. Anyway, I had no choice, and but even walking was a torture for me. For me at the time. So anyway, yeah, and I got the nearest available point, and right before I got to the loop, the second wave came out of my ass. That was a little big, like not tsunami, but it's a kind of big wave, Maybe you are excited if you are surfer, but that was a really big wave, so, and it came out of my ass. But a little bit and a little bit more, they are almost the same, just more, a little bit more, and it's okay. And I couldn't resist the second wave. Maybe my anal muscles were weak. Anyway, at least I had a way to get home. And on the way, there was like a crossroad. Yeah, there was a crossroad. And the signal turned red right before me. Yeah, I thought I could make it, but I couldn't. Right before me, it turned red, and the wave, like tsunami, like an attack of Titan, came. Then, I gave up. It was too huge, and I resisted it, but that was kind of, small soldier tried to fight with Titan, kind of a big, huge Titan, just like like this. Then the wave came out from my ass. I came out of my ass. Came out of my ass. That was huge. That was. That was. Titan size. So my pants inflated like a balloon. And yeah, kind of devil, Then my pants inflated like a balloon. At least that's how it felt. Actually, in reality, it wasn't inflating like a balloon, but I felt like that. Anyway, the fuck. Yeah, so I was like, I'm cooked. I surrender. Then it was. Then I felt part of it going down my right leg, not left. I don't know why, but it chose my right leg, and was kind of the size of rice bowl. Rice bowl. It stopped around my sock. Yeah, that was lucky, because I don't wanna mess up the scooter. It was gonna be like pain to clean up the scooters, scraping my shit. I didn't want to do that. So, but it was like it was lucky. I was lucky. My rice bowl shit didn't drop on the scooter. So anyway, even though the situation was terrible, my mind was yeah. Even though the situation was terrible, my mind suddenly became clear. Like I started to think about how to clean my body without making a bigger mess or dropping anything. Kind of, I was smart, Yeah, from now is the new story. Anyway, yeah, my Titan shit defeated my ass. Anyway, so I started thinking about how to clean my body without making a bigger mess or dropping anything. At that time, I thought that when I arrived at the entrance of my home, I shouldn't take off my shoes. Because if I took off my shoes, a kind of shoes stopped my ass. No, stopped my shit in socks. If I took off my shoes, the rice bowl size of shit would be dropped off. So I thought I shouldn't do it. Even if my shoes were dirty, I hadn't stepped on poop. Yeah, kind of, a little bit. Yeah, and I had just pooped my pants. My shoes were clean. I decided not to take off my shoes. I would go straight to the bathroom. I would go straight to the bathroom where I could take a shower. Then I would take a shower and clean my body. That was my plan. There was, shower and the toilets in the bathroom, like the American style. That was my plan, and then I made it. I made it home, but I completely forgot that there was stairs. Part of my devil had already gone down to my sock. Part of my shit had already gone down. What is this? To my sock. So I was almost about to drop it. It was almost about to drop. It was about to drop. If I made one wrong move. But I had no choice. I couldn't go upstairs on one leg, so I moved as little as possible. I'm tired. I tried to go upstairs. But in the middle of the stairs, something came out of my jeans. Came out of my jeans. Not from, okay. Came out of my jeans. I learned new phrase. Came out. Come out of. Not from. My shit come out of my jeans. It was about the size of a rice bowl. It was about the size of a rice bowl. It was part of my devil. Dropped my devil on the stairs, but I just ignored it. Because it was midnight. Maybe no one would see. No one would use the stairs. Because only the third floors of the building. There were 3 floors in the building. And the third, the highest floor was for the tenants. And the second floor was for us. And the first was no one leaves the first floor still now. So, it was a very low possibility someone see my devil. Anyway, maybe no one would see the devil, so I ignored it and kept going upstairs. And somehow I managed to arrive at the entrance. I didn't take off my shoes, I just went straight to the bathroom. Then I took a shower and cleaned off my devil. Yeah, I forgot about I just forgot about this. I need to wash my shoes. It's not, it's not, you can't smell. It's clean. I washed it completely. It's clean. Anyway, this house was designed to be used by foreign people. We are not foreign people, but anyway, I managed to clean my body. Fortunately, a bathroom also had a toilet, which is a little unusual for a Japanese house. This was designed to be used by foreigners at first, but just we liked it. Even we are Japanese, so of course we are not foreign people. But anyway, I managed to clean my body because of the smell. I washed every part of the bathroom because some tiny part of it, if some tiny part of it stuck on the wall or on the on the floor or something, it could smell. So I washed every aspect of the bathroom. I cleaned my body and finally changed. I washed every part because of the smell. I washed every part. Okay, every part, not the aspects. I managed to clean my body because of the smell. I washed every part of the smell of the bathroom. I didn't want the smell to remain. I didn't want the smell to remain. I didn't want the smell to remain. Then I cleaned my body and finally changed my clothes. I changed my clothes. There was still one task left. I had to go on a journey to pick up my devil from the stairs. I had to go on a journey to pick up my shit from the stairs. So I cleaned up the stairs and then I ran back to the roof, and it cost a lot because I had rented the roof for a long time. But anyway, I just rent it back. So yeah, this was the whole story. I haven't met her since this happened, and she didn't know why I disappeared from her sight suddenly, because I was a ninja. I was like ninja. So yeah, it could be funny story. So I don't know whether I should tell her this story. Tell her this story. It's already 10. Oh my god. I need to take a shower and go back sleep. Recently, I spent the last whole weekends on doing shit. Just I was sleeping in bed, slacking off, playing game. That's it. Yeah. Okay, 30 minutes, 30 seconds. I don't have anything to say. How are you? I did it again. I skipped this for 2 days again. I'm really, yeah, just do it. I know, just do it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.